Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we are going to be taking a look at what I think is the most detailed and unbelievable Grand Theft Auto world map. I think this is absolutely amazing. You guys know that I love concept maps on the channel, but I think this one really blows everything else that we've covered out of the water. It's just absolutely amazing. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out the map for yourself and on your own time, because this map is huge and I'm going to be breaking it down section by section so that we can really just look at it in depth. I'll also leave a few other links in the description as well if you want to take a look at it for yourself. But anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's show off this crazy and detailed Grand Theft Auto world map. So here is the entire thing right now. Obviously, this might be a little bit too much to take in if you just look at it with all the sections in front of you. You can see some things you might have noticed, like Los Santos, San Fierro, Las Venturas, and Vice City are back. But there's also a ton of other new things and new places in this map that I think are really, really cool, including like Mexico. Mexico is in here as well, which is awesome. But we're going to break this down section by section so that we can kind of get a more detailed look at all the awesomeness that's inside. So let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. All right, so let's start in the bottom left-hand corner to a place that we know very familiarly, and that is going to be Los Santos. Now, keep in mind, this map was, I think, created in 2012, which makes this even more insane how in-depth and detailed it is. But you can see, here's Los Santos. We have lots of places that we know and that we love, like Vinewood. But there's also a bunch of other things. Like, look at all the islands. There's a Death Island prison. There's like Hawaii, I guess, that's in here. And there's even a giant city right below Los Santos called San Dimas, which also kind of extends into Texaco or Mexico. There's also a couple other cool things like an oil rig and an oil spill if you look in the top left-hand corner. There's also things like the San Bernardino National Park, Beaverside County. There's like a football stadium. And then that other place I was talking about, San Dimas, it's got like its own naval base, and like half of it is in Texaco, half of it is in the US. So man, considering this was made in 2012, there really is some awesome things on this map. I mean, look how insane this is. This is just the bottom left-hand corner of the map that includes Los Santos and a few other places. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm not even sure how much money I would pay to have a map like this. And this is only about a fourth of the map we're going to be looking at in this entire video. Which is just borderline insane. So once again, this is the bottom left-hand corner of the map. It has Los Santos, San Dimas, a bunch of other different places, including some crazy islands. So that is a great starting point. All right, let's move up a little bit farther to the north. Again, you'll see some familiar cities, probably the most obvious being San Fierro, which of course we know from GTA San Andreas, but there's also a ton more that's going on here. I mean, for example, in this map, when it was created, Mount Chiliad is actually closer to San Fierro. So you can see like Mount Chiliad's got its own like FBI murder investigation site. It's got a bunch of different warnings and whatnot. One of the other funny things I noticed is in Ross County, which is actually cool because my first name is Ross, there is an underground Nazi base. So literally in Ross County, there's an underground Nazi base. I mean, what are the odds of that? You've also got a few other areas as well, like Sneeding, you've got Bayside, you've got Succumental. Those are also some really cool cities. And this place just has a ton of little towns like Mojito, Livermill. Let's see, we got Rockford, Freshman, Bakersville. There's just so many little towns here. Like, think about how cool this would be if this was an actual Grand Theft Auto map and you were just driving around and you would just go, oh, this is another little town. That's a little town. Oh, now we're entering a big city. I mean, there's just so many cool things here. There's another national park. This is Wheatstone National Park. You've got Back O Beyond. You've got some crazy lakes going on here. I mean, this is just so cool. There's even like warning signs for Bigfoot spottings. So, I mean, how awesome is that? And you've also got a giant San Andreas shopping mall, too. I know this is a lot to take in, but there's just so much cool stuff going on this left side of the map. It's basically the San Fierro, Los Santos, and then a bunch of other cities that we haven't even seen before. But look how detailed this is. I mean, the guy even included an underground Nazi base. How insane is that? All right, let's move over to the top right of the map, kind of the top right and the middle. This one, in my opinion, has some of the most detail going on. For example, we've got a brand new city that we've never seen before, which is Sin Lake City, which I would imagine would be a parody or the fictional version of Salt Lake City, because you can see the Great Sin Lake there as well. So that is actually pretty awesome. And then just to the southwest of that, you can kind of see some familiar areas that we're used to, including at the very bottom, you've got Las Venturas, which is, of course, from GTA San Andreas. You've also got a fictional recreation of the Grand Canyon, which is the Grant Canyon, which I actually think is pretty funny. And you've also got this crazy no-fly zone, which of course is Area 69. You can see Area 69, a U.S. Army facility, a no-fly zone, which is a government experimental zone, and you've also got a couple other little cities just to the north of that. But this was really cool. This looks like it would encompass the desert area of the place we're in. Obviously, you can see another land like Colorado, which of course is the fictional version of Colorado. There looks to be a Cedar National Trust. But this just is such a cool area. I mean, you would have the giant city of Las Venturas. To the top north, you would have the giant city of the Sin Lake. And then in the middle, of course, you've got that crazy no-fly zone for the government experimental stuff, as well as a nuclear power station. How cool would that be to experience something like that in Grand Theft Auto? That would be amazing, just to have like a giant nuclear facility that you could traverse in the middle of the desert. But we've got one more section to cover, so let's get on to that one. And this kind of features the entire southeast of the map. You can see at the very top north, Paradise City. That's actually the bottom part of Las Venturas. So Paradise City and Las Venturas are kind of built into each other. As you can see directly south of that, you have the Las Venturas power plant. So you can kind of get an idea of where we are right now. Also, just south of that, there's a crazy Arizona nature reserve with like this buzzard that's chewing something up. So again, that would be really, really interesting to actually go into and get to explore. And just to the southeast of that as well, you've got a few other interesting parts of the map. You've got a biohazardous desert facility, as well as a pretty big city called Felix, which I think would be pretty cool. So you've got Felix right there. And then, of course, we all know the iconic Vice City as a part of Dade County. The recreation of Vice City would be amazing. It is like the farthest southeastern point on the map. And just to the left of that, you can see the San Andreas State Penitentiary, as well as the Texaco, United States, or I guess San Andreas border. So that would be pretty awesome. There's a few things you can see in there, like Los Puerta and then Rey Quinta's whorehouse, I guess, and the Mexican police station. Again, there is just so much going on with this map that if you were to dissect the entire thing, it would take you so long. It would just take you way too long to do any of that. But anyways, that is, in my opinion, the most detailed and most unbelievable Grand Theft Auto world map I have ever seen. I want to know from you guys in the comment section down below, how much would you be willing to pay for something like this? For me, I'd definitely be willing to pay like $100, $150, especially if a Grand Theft Auto game contained this much map space. I mean, it would take you like a week to go to everything in the game, maybe even possibly more. Could you imagine the secrets and the Easter eggs and the hidden things and all the things to do on a crazy map like this? I think it would be absolutely incredible. For me, the biggest part about this is you've got the main cities that we recognize like Los Santos and San Fierro, but there's also just all these other crazy things, like this guy is stuck in here, like the underground Nazi facility and the animal nature reserve, just things that we don't see in Grand Theft Auto that we get to play right now. So a boy can definitely dream like myself that hopefully one day he sees this in Grand Theft Auto. because it would absolutely be incredible. But of course, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section down below. Let me know what you think about this amazing concept map. I'll have all the links in the description down below if you want to check it out for yourself. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.